ultimate plan and purpose of God, the fatherhood of God. God's most inner heart and nature is that of a father, and not as a God of wrath, judge, or creator, but rather as a father God. Father means nourisher, protector, upholder, originator of family, to accept responsibility, El Shaddai. A father is a protector, a one who covers or shield from injury or destruction. In Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, he is the everlasting Father. Jesus reveals the Father. In the Old Testament, the people never knew God as a father, rather only as a divine judge, creator God. When Jesus came to spoke of God as his father, the Jews didn't like it and persecuted him for calling God his father. In John chapter 5 verse 17, Jesus said, "My Father worketh hereto, and I work." In John chapter 5 verse 18, the Jews sought the more to kill him because he said God was his father. In John chapter 20 verse 17, "My Father and your Father." The book of John shows and speaks of the Father more than any other book in the Bible. Jesus referred to God as a father 114 times in John. John the writer saw a deeper relationship between the Father and the Son than any other writer. In the book of John, it was mentioned 114 times, in the book of Matthew, 42 times, in the book of Mark, 5 times, in the book of Luke, 15 times, and in the Old Testament, one time only. Our understanding of God. One of the most basic yet most important understanding of God for Christian is that of a father. In 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 18, "And will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughter, saith the Lord Almighty." The father's heart is to have a sons. The father's greatest desire is to have a sons, not just servants or workers or soldiers or worshippers or priests or kings or vassal, but to have sons to love. The type of sons. The father has a specific desire to have sons to fulfill his desire as a father. A son with the same nature as a father, example, love, life, righteousness. Second, a son that would love the father more than anything else. A son that would desire to please the father in everything he does. Fourth, a son that would have communion, fellowship, and intimacy with the father, and a son that would give his life for the Father. Sons likened unto his only begotten Son. Jesus is the only true Son that fulfilled all the requirements that the Father needed in a Son. In Matthew chapter 3 verse 17 said, "This is my beloved Son in whom I am well pleased." The problem: God in all his power and all his ability could create sons exactly like Jesus, but Jesus was not created. He is God, God the Son. Second, God cannot create himself. He cannot create sons with the same fullness and nature as himself. Everything God creates is on a lesser degree. He thus cannot get the fullness of a son he wants by creation alone. Third, God can create a creature that is in the shape and image and likeness that he is. Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, God created man in his own image, resemblance, shape, and fashion, but not in his own fullness of nature. Example, agape love, righteousness, wisdom, etc. And fourth, he could create a creature that would serve him and do what he would command him to do. Example, angels or creature that would have no other choice but to obey. But it wouldn't be love. To God be the glory. God bless you.